wit, Selveni. You just have to power magic rocks made by a living god, find some spirits, free them, oh, and leave the false Martyr's Folly without dying painfully. It'll be fun. Yes. I do that. I wasn't expecting anyone. Oh. Lord Sotherseal, I'm doing what the tribunal asked. I have the 3 Mother Stones, and I know where the energy fonts are. I'll free the spirits from the false Martyr's Folly, I swear. No? Oh, you're in disguise. I'm glad you're here. Saving Ordinator Nilera and Grandmother Priest Sovisa's spirits from Mehrunes Dagon? I can't do that alone. But I can give you tribute. Payment? For the help of an adventurer. Thank the 3. I have the Mother Stones I got from Amalexia's priest, though we do still need to attune them with the energy fonts inside. But, with your help, we'll free Nilera and Sovisa's spirits in no time. Now, to enter the Folly. Is this a test? Are you checking if I know who I'll use the Mother Stones on? They both died years ago. They protected the temple from Mehrunes Dagon when he decimated Mournhold. I was there, hiding under a table. That was a day I won't forget. The decimation of Mournhold? In 2920? The end of the First Era? My lord, is there something terribly wrong with you? You were there. How could you forget? 600? No, this is a test. Almalexia's priest gave me the Mother Stones only a few weeks ago. I know how long I've been standing outside the Folly. Mehrunes Dagon's realm can't hold me captive, not like the spirits I need to save. You might have missed the explanation. You are busy. I got the Mother Stones from a priest of Amalexia. She said that the Lady of Mercy created them. Once we attune them to the energy of the Sever, these stones will take her children home. They won't work properly unless they're attuned. Right now, the stones couldn't return me to Morrowind. They need a lot of power to save Ordinator Nilera and Grandmother Sovisa. I mean, they're both dead, and they've been trapped here for years. I asked about that in Wretched Spire. There are these energy fonts that should be just the things we need. No one in Wretched Spire could really tell me where the fonts were, but given their name, I think they won't be too hard to find. Well, have you looked into the Folly? Lightning strikes happen all the time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've always seen lightning strike the most in areas of high energy. If we follow the storms, we should find the fonts. I hope. They were both incredible women, heroes in their own right, who stood in the face of a great threat. I really look up to them both. I mean, one is possibly the greatest Ordinator to ever serve the Tribunal, and the other is my grandmother. She was protecting the temple from Mehrunes Dagon's attack a few years ago. I remember hearing her call him a Sar-Shaman Fetcher. It was the most heroic thing I've ever heard. I cried when her screams stopped. They're the guards of the Tribunal temples, warriors who serve the living gods and protect their houses throughout Morrowind. I wanted to be one, like Ordinator Nilera was, but I'm not a fighter. I've seen my life's share of blood. We were visiting her at the temple on the day of the attack a few years ago. When Nilera died, Sovisa rushed outside to take up her sword. She wasn't a warrior, but she managed to keep the Horde from reaching the doors. I never got to say goodbye. Maybe to gloat over them or use them as a warning to others. I'm not sure which. Either way, an entire garden filled with living statues of people I knew makes my skin crawl. All I know is that most of the statues here are from the time when Dagon attacked Mournhold. They're just on display here. The Fallen. On display for all Daedra to see. Oh, I might lose my nerve again. Alright, Selveni. If you were an energy font, where would you be? The northwest? There are a lot of storms there. The air changed, like the storm is about to get worse. We're close. That was a marvelous display of power, Seal. Only 2 more stones to attune. That's it. Only 1 energy font left to find. Now that that's done, my lord, can I have a word? I don't want to tell you what to do, but please be careful with those stones. They look erratic. You may be the magician, but for someone like me, holding on to erratic power seems unwise. Oh, right, you're in disguise. Sorry. Your disguise isn't bad. In fact, it's flawless. You look nothing like yourself, but no one else knew I was here, so when you appeared, I could just tell who you were. I hope that's all right. Why would I do that? Not respect you with your titles and name? I was raised by a priest of the temple. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't anger Grandmother Savisa like that. Next, we need to... think, Sylvanie, think. We need to find the statues. There should be an altar in here that's used to locate statues in the Folly. I, kind of had to figure that out on my own since an acolyte of Lord Vivek was called away before he could tell me. But I ran into someone familiar with this area in Wretched Spire. The altar is farther in the Folly, in a Daedric building. The altar! Place the Mother Stones there, and we'll be able to locate the statues. Somehow. Now we have to praise Mehrunes Dagon? I should probably do that. Spare you the embarrassment. Lord Dagon, help us find Nilera and Sovisa so that we can do... evil. Ah! The stone! I don't know what went wrong. I started praying to Mehrunes Dagon and then... the tribunal, you, my family? I've brought shame to everyone. We only have 2 stones now. We need 3. I don't know. We put the stones on the altar and then I prayed and a stone just exploded. Is Almalexia's power not compatible with the altar? Did Dagon figure out I'm not an evil cultist? Am I terrible at praying? Oh, yes. Here, let me mark the location for you. I may have obliterated one of the stones, but at least we have the information we need. Originally, there were 3 stones. 1 to free Ordinator Nilera, 1 to free Grandmother Sovisa, and the last one was supposed to take me back to Mournhold. Without that 3rd stone, someone has to stay here. Sovisa, Nilera, or me. I can't believe it. Is that what the Tribunal wants from me? Maybe it's better than letting 2 spirits stay in eternal agony, but... Seal, I don't know if I can do that. Not even for Ordinator Nilera and Grandmother Sovisa. Sovisa was... my grandmother. She was kind and smart, the sort of person who always pushed you toward compassion. She was a priest at the temple, not a warrior. But she saved so many from Mehrunes Dagon's horde when they attacked Mournhold. Ordinator Nilera was the glaive of the Tribunal, and after Mehrunes Dagon's attack, well, I don't know anyone who'd say she wasn't the greatest Ordinator ever. Freeing her spirit from this place would bring peace to many. All right. Would you grab the Mother Stones, I don't think I should touch them anymore. All right, I have some control over my emotions. Let's get moving. Here, I'd recognize their faces anywhere. Sotha Seal, may I have a word? Well, here we are. Can't put it off any longer. Time to make the difficult decision. Gods, I can't really damn myself to save them, can I? But then, how can I leave one of them here? Or we could free both, but then I'd be trapped. Oh, if I was better at magic, or even understood what Almalexia's Mother Stones did, then... But no. There is no way to free both spirits and ensure my escape. I'm a failure. They'd leave their tortured undeath at the hands of the Prince of Chaos. But I'd be stuck here, alone. Still, I guess the spirits would be free, and I'd have done my duty to them and the Tribunal. Is that what you want me to do? Free just one of them? How could I even begin to make the decision between the two? I'd be saving one and dooming the other to an eternity of torture at the hands of Mehrunes Dagon. Wait, would you make the decision? How can I decide who should be free? The woman who died after a lifetime of service to the Tribunal, or the one who knew she would die but still did what was right? Nilera or my grandmother? Sotha Seal, free the spirit you choose, I won't stop you. She was a priest at the temple. When Ordinator Nilera died fighting Mehrunes Dagon, she rushed outside and picked up Nilera's sword. She wasn't very good at fighting, but she managed to hold the Horde back until you and Almalexia arrived. My family would shun me. My ancestors would desert me. And not just Grandmother Savisa. All of them could leave me. That may not seem like much, but being out of favor with your own ancestors, I could lose everything. Ordinator Nilera, she defended the temple in Mournhold when Mehrunes Dagon attacked the city. I remember hearing the sounds of her battle. Many in Mournhold revere her as the greatest Ordinator to ever serve the Tribunal. Oh, yes. I was hiding in the temple while Mournhold burned. Ordinator Nilera was standing on the steps outside with her shoulders back and her head held high. It was a striking sight for the short time I saw it. Didn't you hear me? Everyone thinks Ordinator Nilera was the greatest Ordinator to ever live. Not saving her? I'd fail in my mission. You, the other members of the Tribunal, would despise me. Everyone in Mournhold would shun me. It would be awful. Grandmother Savisa. She still looks the same as she did when I was a child. I can't leave her.
Selveni, you've grown so much. You've done your duty by me, as I did mine by you.
She looked peaceful. I think we did the right thing. Work is done here. Let's leave before something horrible happens. I'll meet you outside. I'd forgotten what she looked like. She sounded so peaceful. Thank you. An inexperienced adventurer managed to free his grandmother's spirit from the heart of Dagon's realm? Sotha Seal, it's only through your power that I'm even alive. Here, a small sample of the gifts I'll give to the temple as soon as I return. I can't wait to return home. Adventures are great and all, but I don't think I want to go on another anytime soon. It will be nice to see my family and tell them about Savisa. I'm sure they'd help me think of ways to free Ordinate and Ilera, too. I'll make my way back to Mournhold. I'll only tell everyone as much as you want me to, of course. So, Thecile, I'm honestly still a little scared about how things turned out here. But I know I can push through that, thanks to you. I'm not the brave one in my family, I'm not even competent, and I'll likely have to adventure again, but I'm going to devote myself to figuring out how to save her. It'll be hard, maybe even impossible, but I have to try, right? Vivek, yes. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. Did you see that six-legged creature back there? That thing was terrifying. I am leaving this realm as soon as I can.